Okay, here's a recap. A few years ago, we bought an acre of land in a jungle eco-village in Costa Rica, planning to build a home here. After many adventures in our Skoolie, we drove it down to Costa Rica and parked it permanently on our land. Over the past 3 years, the jungle has almost destroyed the bus. However, in the next few months, I'm restoring it, renovating the interior into bedrooms, and eventually parking it inside our new house as it's being built. Last episode, we patched up the rust holes, sealed the floor, laid new battens and insulation, installed all the concrete boards, and started cutting into the floor to map out the new side door and stairwell. Welcome back to my channel. I have come back out to Costa Rica for a week, and my main mission this week, you might be able to see in the background, our house is in construction. It's very exciting. There's going to be a full tour of the build so far on the couples channel, but my mission and this next video or two is going to be me moving the bus into position and primarily concentrating on the inside, building the side door that I started last trip, and maybe even renovating the inside a little bit, maybe putting a partition wall in, painting, putting the side panels on. We'll see where we get to. I got delivery of these two big steel sheets of metal. I'm hoping they're thick enough. I didn't know what thickness to do for the stairwell. I've gone with 2mm thick steel, but I'm wondering whether I should have gone with 3mm. But I've got some angle iron for the structure, and I think once I've welded it all together, maybe it'll feel a lot sturdier. But yeah, I'm gonna do some calculations now. Got a pad of paper. I'm gonna do some diagrams, draw it out, and then draw it out onto the steel, and maybe even today I'll get around to angle grinding, cutting out those shapes and starting to form this stairwell. Last time I was here, there was a gaping massive hole in the ground where they were building the drainage for the septic tank, but that is all installed now. But yeah, let's check on the bus. So it smells a little bit musky in here. There's a little bit of a sign of water leakage from this roof. I'm gonna put a tarp over that for when I leave after this week. But yeah, here we are. We've got the stairwell entrance where we're gonna be entering. Let's have a little look. There we go. And that is where we left it last time. I'm more confident about building the stairs than I am the door. And the door is gonna require me cutting this whole section of the bus out, maybe up to here, and then constructing a frame and a door, or buying a door that fits or something, but we'll figure that out. But for now, yeah, I'm gonna measure this, figure out the stairs. Probably have to cut back this little kind of mud guard tire lining thing. But yeah, let's measure up. It is rainy season here in Costa Rica. It's midday right now, and potentially in the next couple of hours, the heavens are gonna open. Every day without fail, tropical rain kicks in. So I'm not sure how much work I'll get done once the rain starts. So my mornings will be my most productive times, I think. And then I also want to see if I get the metal in here, whether I draw and cut it in here rather than try and do it outside, but we'll see. These guys are helping me carry this metal down. Sí, gracias. Okay, I've been rummaging around in the container for a little while, and I've decided first up I'm going to try the jigsaw and see how well that does. I just need to find some metal blades. I've got the angle grinder which will cut through this like butter, but I'm worried about getting a nice straight line with that. And I think if I can clamp on a guide, I can get a much better straight line with the jigsaw. Two sides of the stairs are cut now. I need to cut out the actual step, but these will be sides of the stairwell like this. So I'll be walking up here. I was a little bit concerned about getting the 2mm over the 3mm, but this is gonna be fine. I think in a big sheet, it feels like it's super flexible, but once it's all welded together, it's gonna be solid. Now I can use this just to quickly template up this one, like this. I had to put some earplugs in because that is loud. It's really loud. These are scrapped. Let's draw the next bit. What I'm not doing with these cuts, which might be silly of me, is I'm not allowing any off cut for the thickness of the jigsaw blade. I think it's only like 1 millimeter, maybe 2 millimeters with the blades on the other end. I don't think it's gonna matter once I start welding, honestly. So yeah, we might lose like 4 mil by the other end. I don't know. No, I guess if I keep central, we'll just lose like a millimeter off each edge, maybe. I actually did something quite clever. Right, so I did this diagram, kind of scribbly pencil with all the measurements, showed ChatGPT, asked it to give me a good layout to maximize my room on this sheet, 8x4 sheet of metal. And check this out, it's drawn me full-on diagram, a cut sheet diagram with all the measurements. Isn't that amazing? It's literally done all the measurements for me. So I'm gonna do one this way now, 300 by 700. Two more cuts and we're done. This is quick work, man. I think we could have done this last trip with my dad's help getting knocked out. Now potentially, other than the angle iron, that might be all the sheet metal I'm cutting from the stairs. These aren't amazingly straight, but maybe I can clean them up a little bit. Pretty much there. I might be able to just get the grinder just to like take down some of the edges so they don't look quite as wobbly bobbly. Two 300 by 700s and two 60s by 700s. I kind of want to tack weld them to kind of roughly show what they're going to look like. That'll be fun. Trying to get this square is going to be tough. Luckily it's not raining yet, but I am going to, in case it does start raining, which I'm expecting it to, I'm going to build the staircase in here ready to weld. I'm still trying to figure out, maybe I should quickly get my angle grinder and just clean up the edges, but then I'm going to basically trying to clamp it together here or something and try and get it all straight. I'm gonna go get some lunch, I'm too hungry. Well, I am back on the bus. I had a late lunch, got some work done. It's just gone 6. I've got a couple more hours, I reckon, and I want to spot weld this just to kind of have it in place. And welding's not very loud, so I can do it late. I do want a light in here though, so I'm gonna try and find a little spotlight and then, yeah, do some welding. I have my welding goggles, very dusty. Oh my goodness, very dusty. Before I put those on, I need to figure out the best way to do this. Literally burning my socks. Whoa! Probably need to put trousers on. Probably need to put full protective gear on, but I'll do that when I do the full welding tomorrow. These spot welds are sloppy, but I'm just doing it to get everything positioned. One step, 2 step. Right, the plan is I've got some angle iron now. Well, I'll probably do it tomorrow now, but I'm going to weld that on the top here. I've got some smaller stuff as well, but that will basically rest, either bolt or weld onto the framework of the bus. So this will sturdy up. And then once I'm happy with it all, I'm going to weld the whole join. And then I don't know what we're going to do for the steps. Maybe we'll put some wood in there or something, but at least this will be sturdy. Wow, that is pretty cool. Yeah, baby. All right, I think that's it for tonight. I'm gonna come back in the morning and crack on. What I really wanna do is prepare all that down that end and slot it in just to see if it's the right size. 700, 700, it should be, yeah, how these right angles are pretty good. I'm pretty impressed. That is the first time I've spot welded something like that out of metal. I think I could have gone 3 mil. I went with a 2 mil, but I think I could have gone 3 mil. Right, back in the bus. This is where we left off last night. Look at this. I tack welded this entire stairwell. Still feels a bit flimsy because I haven't welded all the joints or put the angle iron in yet, but it is, yeah, looking good. The mission this morning is I need to prepare this area. I'm gonna cut this wheel arch. I'm gonna cut this out. I'm gonna cut this out, and then it should slot in. Now I might do a bit of adjusting, but it should slot in. Where to start? Where to freaking start, man? This looks pretty wobbly. I think I'm gonna start with the wheel arch. I think we need the big boy. I think we need the freaking big boy, because he is overheating quick, isn't he? I think we might have to do some strengthening. This is very rusted, but I need the edge of the stairwell to be welded or bolted to that. So I'm thinking I might need to strengthen this somehow. Maybe cut away some of this rust and put something there, like an angle iron or bracket. Right, let's tackle this next. This shouldn't be hard. It's pretty good. Okay, this is a quick sponsorship break. Please hang around. Today, I wanted to put together a simple guide for the whole DJI Power lineup because they now have the 500, the original 1000, the 1000 V2, and the Power 2000, most of which I've used in real situations. So this should help you figure out which ones make sense for your adventures or home setup. This video is sponsored by DJI and it lines up with their Black Friday deals. So if you're ever gonna pick one of these up, this is probably the week to do it. Before we get into each model, there are a few things they all share. They all use LFP batteries, which retain considerable capacity even after 4,000 cycles. They all stay incredibly quiet, even whilst fast charging. And they all support multiple charging methods, including wall power, solar, and car input. So the real difference is the size, the output, and how you'd actually use them. Okay, let's start with the DJI Power 500. I haven't got one here. I haven't used it personally, but it is the smallest and lightest in the lineup. It weighs just over 7 kilos, which is crazy for something that gives you 512 watt hours and 1,000 watt output. This is the one to grab if you want something portable for phones, cameras, drones, and charging laptops. If you take a lot of short camping trips or just want a compact emergency power option, this is a great fit. Next up is the 1000 V1, which has honestly been amazing for us. We used it at 2 multi-day festivals last summer, and it powered our whole caravan, fridge, laptops, cameras, vacuum cleaner, and even our induction stove. And one of my favorite moments was being able to cook with it outside in the sunshine instead of being cooped up inside the caravan. The 1000 handled all of that easily with a 2,200 watt continuous output and a 4,400 watt peak. And the dual 140 watt USB-C ports are incredibly useful when you need to top up laptops quickly. Now the Power 1000 V2, this one sits in a really nice middle ground. It has the same capacity as the V1, but with a bigger 2,600 watt output and faster charging, able to be fully charged in 56 minutes, 0 to 80% in 37 minutes. For camping, van life and road trips, this is probably the sweet spot. It is more powerful than the V1, but still compact enough to move around easily. It also has built-in Bluetooth connectivity for the app, unlike the V1, where you need an additional dongle, which loses you a port. And then we get onto the big one, the DJI Power 2000. This is the system that powered my whole electric moped trip across Europe. DJI provided the Power 2000 with the expansion battery 2000, which gave me 4 kilowatt hours of usable energy. And that completely changed what I could attempt on that trip. It can output 3,000 watts continuously, which means I could charge the moped directly and power all of my filming gear at the same time. And solar charging has been one of the most exciting parts. We brought 1,800 watts of solar panels, and on the sunnier days, we actually hit over 1,300 watts solar input. On the cloudy days, we were still pulling in 500 watts. which surprised me. All of the range of power stations can charge from solar and charge really fast from the wall too. Another feature, and probably my favorite, and I was constantly using it, was the DJI Home app. It makes a huge difference for planning. I could see solar input, how much battery is left, how long the system would last at the current load. That information is so helpful to access, especially when you can't be right next to the unit, like if you're in bed camping or if it's in the back of the vehicle. I also want to give a special mention to how tough the Power 2000 is. I'm sure you remember on day one of my trip in the summer, the moped trailer flipped quite a few times and the Power 2000 survived completely fine. This gave me a lot of confidence in how robust these are built. So finally, all of these power stations support expansion batteries other than the Power 500, the Power 1000 V1 and 2 up to 5 expansion batteries, and the Power 2000 up to 10. And that would give you over 22 kilowatt hours of power. So here's the final breakdown. The Power 500 is the most portable option. It is lightweight, easy to carry, and ideal for smaller setups like phones, cameras, drones, perfect for day trips and weekend adventures. The Power 1000 V1 is a solid all-rounder. It has enough capacity to handle everyday appliances and electronics, making it a great choice for camping, road trips, or basic home emergency use. The Power 1000 V2 takes the same size category and adds more power and faster charging and built-in app connectivity. The Power 2000 is the high power option with a large capacity, fast charging, and the ability to connect 10 expansion batteries. It is designed for off-grid living, long trips, electric tools, or a robust home backup. So there we go. Huge thanks to DJI for supporting my adventures and helping me keep everything running. Links are in the description if you want to check out the Black Friday deals or see the full specs for each model. All right, let's get back to the video. It's cooking hot. Right, I've made a plan. This is the door here. I am having problems with this structural, whatever this is here. I don't even know if it's structural. I think we could put some extra support under the stairs or something, one of the stairs. So I'm gonna cut it here, and then I'm gonna cut along this line and then down here and lift this whole thing off. Now, I don't want to open up the whole side because I'm not sure. I mean, hopefully we can get around to putting the door in, but I'd rather build the door ready so I'm not leaving a gaping hole in the side of the bus, because although we are gonna move it into position, it'll still be open to the elements, and then I'll have to cover it up with a tarp and stuff. You know, maybe that'll end up happening, but for the moment, I just need to get this section off. So worst case scenario, I feel like I can fill that hole. I've used an entire fresh blade. I think I'm gonna have to do a little supply run to get some more cutting discs. Right, we only have one fresh disc left, so I'm not sure how this is gonna go, but I'll figure it out. I am gonna drill out these holes, pull this off, so I've got a bit of a better access and view of what's happening under there. Is this too much effort? Is this too much effort? Oh, I'm gonna pull that whole thing off anyway. Oh, ooh, hello. Okay, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Right, we have a lot of movement here. I'm gonna try and cut down here, I think. Oh my goodness, so much stuff just fell out the wheel arch. We're getting there, baby. Oh yeah! Oh, that's a big step. Oh yeah, we've got some serious work to do here with this pillar. And not a ton to do this side. Honestly, maybe we can just slam that with a hammer. Oh yeah, that came straight off, bro. Okay, question is, let's Let's weaken that at least. This is so good. Oh, hell to the yeah, baby. I love it. This little ledge in here, as soon as I take that off, I think we can slip the stairs in and have a look at them. Right, this is our problem. This little lip here, potentially this bit of this as well. So I'm gonna take that out and maybe a little lip here. I've now trimmed these edges and I'm gonna now try and slot it in again, see if this works. Can I just say, I'm pretty impressed with my measuring. It is snug, kind of like perfect snug. I just need to kind of take the end off this ideally, but I mean, we are close. I'm gonna try and prop it from underneath with the camera stand, see how we go on. This is amazing. Can you see this? This is just phenomenal. Ah! Oh, 2 people would be helpful here. Oh yeah. Spot on. Check this out. This is amazing. Boo, 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 boo. Da, 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 da. Satisfaction. Love it. I freaking love it. I can kind of measure the full door height now. I need to start looking into seeing if I can get a prefabbed door. So I'm heading over to clean the bus and get it ready for moving, hopefully in a few hours, maybe this afternoon. Right, let me go up and double check that we're all ready and then we have a green light to go. Let's have a little look. Maybe, yeah. Okay, maybe get a bit closer. It's getting there. I need to clear this, so I'll come forward a little bit. Pretty amazing, man. This is wild. This is actually wild.
I think this was trip number 3 to the hardware store. I've decided to go with a wooden frame. That means we can inset the, I don't know what the correct terminology is, but inset the hinges, because otherwise it's going to add so much thickness to the gap along the inside of the door. So we're insetting the hinges into the door, into the frame. This should be big enough to give us a nice straight vertical. I'm going to screw that into the metal framework of the bus. This is going to be a nice tight fit with the door. Let's see how we get on. I've also bought a door handle, which I'm going to show you when we get back.
So I just went down to the shops and I bought a door. It might not be the door we end up using, but it was $40, and if it does work, it just could save me a lot of time, so I don't have to like construct a custom door. Oh, that could be spot on. Now I definitely have to trim a bit off it. I think what I'm gonna do is, they told me this afternoon I could cut this off because the concrete has set from this morning enough for me to take this support out. Then what I want to do is remove this window, and I think I might just bite the bullet and just go for it. Cut this hole out. Still got basically 3.5 days of work, and I can't see why I can't get this door in 3.5 days. I think I can do it quick. So I'm gonna whiz this off. I can always just dangle a tarp over it if it starts raining, but let's go for it. This looks like it's just got 4 screws and it'll pop out, so that's what I'm gonna do. Before I switch drill bits, I'm gonna try by hand. Not biting, okay. Oh, I don't wanna have to drill this one out. That'll be well annoying. Let's work some magic. Ah. Oh, freaking got it, didn't I? Hell yeah, baby. Freaking got it. Wow. Very proud of myself for that one. Let's just pull out. Yeah. Wow. No way. That is awesome. Oh, that is exactly 65. Oh, I don't really want to cut that because that would be perfect fit. You may have known that, I don't know how many years ago now, but we got the bus broken into, loads of stuff stolen. I'm thinking I could just switch these windows out and I won't have to put glass in this one. It's a different type of window, but let's just see if it's as quick and easy as switching it. Imagine if it just switches over, that would be sick. Oh yeah, baby! Oh, this might be like when this gets opened. Oh, I see the screw now. When this gets opened, I think an alarm goes off. Oh, come on, man. Come on, brother. Oh, there we go. There's the culprit. Okay, hopefully. Oh, yeah. Okay, so the window frame's out. My question is, do I need to take these off or not? I need to take this out and this. We're close to being free, I think. Let's little woo! Well, there we go. Let's get rid of this dirty thing. I think I can unscrew this if it'll let me. That'd be amazing. I was a little worried I wouldn't have access under the staircase because of the bus being parked here, but it's actually not too bad. I think I'm going to chop this off as well now, just so I've got better access. I just had a genius idea. I am gonna use my leaf blower to get rid of this water. Check this out. Let's have a little look at what we're looking at here. I thought this panel might be just riveted on or something, but it looks like it goes all the way to there. So I think it's just easier to cut through the whole panel from this side, I think. Do you think that? Definitely needs a little patch up work there, but it's just a nice clean cut down that. Oh. I think we're there. I just need to double check why that's not coming out. Something's still catching. Oh yeah, baby. We have a door. Just taking this last little bit off. That's exactly the door width. what's sitting down here. It is just starting to rain, so I'm just going to see if the door fits just before I put the door inside. Oh my goodness, look at that. Are you looking, Neo? This is going to be the door to Mama and Dada's bedroom.
Wow.
Isn't that cool? I'm showing Raya and Neo the door in position. I'm well proud of myself. Look how a perfect fit that is.
Wow.
Isn't that unreal?
Yeah.
I think that might be it for today. I'm going to put this tarp here just to protect. Right, now this is all in position, it's level, it's the right height, it's sturdy.